Snake.
Noonem.
We've been in hell.
We've been in hell, but we got out okay. I wonder how Pose the Hyena is doing in this world. This part is the part where the story kicks into overdrive and the big event happens. We're on stage 16 of about 30, so a halfway mark, and hey, Eggman's base is understaffed, so we're gonna go and attack it.
I'm still reeling from the last part.
I mean, you know, you've got to focus, tighten up, like, you know, that was then, this is now, Knuckles is here.
Silver. Somehow normal characters.
It really puts Sonic characters in perspective, doesn't it? How they are at least somewhat expertly designed. Knuckles the Echidna. He's an Echidna. He has Knuckles.
Knuckles the Echidna. Headstrong. Kinda dumb. The leader, somehow. Tails. A fox. Tails because he has 2 tails. A little kid. For so long now. Somehow.
Somehow an engineering genius. That just kinda... I don't know how that one came about. But hey.
Gun the wolf. The fox.
Powerful yet patient.
Powerful yet patient.
Very easily understood character.
Metropolis, capital city.
This isn't Metropolis Zone. That's a skip you can pull.
Wow, Metropolis has become so futuristic and like white and like everything's like is glossy and stuff.
Someone just looked at Mirror's Edge and thought, but what if we went further? It's not real, but it can physically harm and kill you.
I love the look of the soldier.
They're really good, aren't they? They remind me of Hogs of War characters. Which is like a real shame, because the characters in Hogs of War are comedy pigs who are meant to die. Whereas this wants you to feel sad that unnamed World War I General the Fox, or whatever, is dying.
Wait, the character's gonna die?
I mean, we heard them go, oh no, and then explode and scream, so I assume they're fucking dead.
No, they're still alive.
No, that's a different character. That's, look, that was Eagle Squad and Snake Squad, somehow represented by a bird.
Duck Squad. I love that they're, like, kind of just, like, generic characters made. Like a fucking algorithm, like, designed those characters.
If I played this game again, there'll be different characters.
How fucked up would it have been if they just killed Vector?
Honestly, this game is so toothless. I would have respected it if they legit killed off a character in it.
And not even a cutscene. Like that character who died there. Exactly like that. But it's just Vector. They died like that. And you're like kind of unsure if they died like I was. Like that character died. What? But Vector fucking dies. And is like never really brought up again. Yeah, what the fuck is that Pokemon looking thing?
This game is so poorly referenced that honestly, Vector dying mid-stage would never be brought up again. He would just kind of stop being there.
What's with the Nazi outfit?
Honestly, I can't give you a good reason. I just thought, we're committing a raid on Metropolis Zone, the big HQ, so I better dress for the occasion.
You sure did, Snake. That's very occasional.
Hmm. Ooh. Ah.
Ooh. Ah.
Sorry, I'm just fascinated. I don't have any insightful commentary about the clone.
Really proud of your Sonic Force gameplay, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Sonic movies was a thing?
Was Sonic movies ever not a thing? Is he gonna cut a movie of Sonic Forces?
Does he still do that?
I don't think he does. He's moved on to cycling across fucking Japan for a Pokemon documentary.
Well, that's valid. But I remember I saw Sonic movies before I saw CommentaryComms. And CommentaryComms was recording footage for Sonic movies. That's a little part of Noonem history.
Some commentary lore. I'm now a robot. I figured for going up against Infinite, best to be a robot.
Good thing we're getting some flashbacks to Sonic. Is this like endgame nearing?
No, we're at the midway point. Also, I don't respect this. I made Gun the Wolf, he's my OC. Why'd they have to make him a bitch who looks up to Sonic? Why'd they have to decide he can only fight because Sonic tells him to? You're assuming that your audience only gets strength from Sonic, and I don't like that. I am weakened by Sonic, if we're being real.
Infinite never lives up to the hype, because, like, you can beat his ass, like, any time.
Oh yeah, especially, this gun, the first weapon you get in the game, is an absolute boss killer. Look at his health bar. He's already half dead. He's already in his second phase.
You fucking don't give the flamethrower as the first fucking weapon, guys. If you played games, you don't do that.
If I didn't get hit by that incredibly slow-moving projectile that sends me into the infinite zone, I could have ended this boss in, like, sub 30 seconds. But there we go, that's infinite, he's dead. I fucking killed him. No, I've just got a flamethrower, bruv. If you had one, you'd probably be real dangerous, too.
There's, like, nothing, like, cool about Infinite. Not even, like, you know, fucking, what was the Sonic 06 villain called?
Metropolis?
Metropolis.
Solaris?
There's
no,
like...
Metropolis.
Metropolis. There's, like, nothing really concretely cool about Metropolis. But, you know, when you look at him, he's like, yeah, I guess he's, like, powerful. But when you see fucking Infinite, dude gets beat up by Shadow. The only thing Infinite does is in the opening cutscene, which is contrived as fuck. And I'm like, fuck, Infinite.
Here's the thing, Metropolis comes off as legitimately dangerous until, you know, someone steps in and beats him up. Infinite just has to beat Sonic by having 4 buddies. He's a bitch.
Yeah, and Metropolis actually killed Sonic.
And, you know, he didn't fucking play either. He's like, oh, my plan failed. I guess I'm just gonna shoot him in the back. That's a good move. That's a move that's like, I don't want to appear cool. I just want to win. That's a good villain move.
Like, Metropolis is nothing like that. Like, why is Shadow gone for 6 months, you know?
Like, he should be the one who's the most on top of everything.
Cause, like, there's, like, that cutscene where fucking Shadow beats up fucking Infinite. And, like, but they could have, like, written into the lore that there was, like, it was, like, a big epic fight, you know? And, like, then, like, Shadow was out of commission for, like, 6 months, and so it was kind of... And then Eggman finds, like, Infinite. Like, pre in his fucking, like, before his, like, weird gem state. And, like, then, like, makes him that. But no, it's just, he gets beat up by Shadow. And that's it. And that's, like, that's our villain. Our villain gets fucking beat up by a secondary character. And that's why he's mad.
They wanted to do this contrast where, oh, Infinite gets beat up, so he submits to Eggman's experiments and becomes powerful. But it doesn't work. It doesn't make him go like, oh, look how powerful he's become. It makes him just look like a fucking idiot. It makes him look like a fucking jobber.
It would have been much more interesting if, like, the battle had been more even between them, I think.
Yeah, like, Shadow just barely ekes out a win against Infinite, and then Infinite's like, oh, I guess I'm gonna get more powerful. But instead, like, gets shit beaten out of him and then goes, I'm powerful! And,
like, then Shadow just disappears for half a year.
And Infinite and Shadow's rivalry is not brought up whatsoever.
Like, it would make much more sense if, like, it was a difficult battle. Shadow is also out of commission. Infinite fucking goes to Eggman and is like, make me powerful with your weird magic science shit. And, like, I feel like, as like, plot writing, that would have been much more interesting. Instead of we're just like, huh, I guess Infinite got beat up and he's, like, kind of a whiny little bitch.
He just throws a wobbly. Oh.
He's like, Shadow defeated me! Now I destroy universe! And he's, like, unable to even do that.
And his powers just suck. They're impossible to gauge. And if they work like I imagine they do, which I've probably misunderstood them, I'll admit, which is just, he has a stone that makes people imagine things that aren't there, but they can have a physical, tangible impact. Like, they can change fucking gravity because people imagine that it does, which... Why is it then imagine... Anyway. So, why does he just do 4 villains? Why does it take a certain amount of energy to do that? Is there processing power? Is it... And I don't care. It's a kid's game. It doesn't have to go into the nitty-gritty, like, soft science it.
Yeah.
It's just underwhelming.
It's underwhelming. That's, like, the crux of the issue, I think. That it's just so underwhelming. If, like, Infinite had been, like, as wimpy as he is in this game, but there was also a lot more going on, you know, rather than, like, fucking an hour's worth of story. Fucking... I feel like Infinite would be, like, kind of a, like, whatever villain, but he wouldn't be, like... We wouldn't be like, what the fuck? 10 minutes into commentary, and like, what the fuck is Infinite?
Well, this is just sitting on a computer in the chemical plant island.
What is chemical plant? Snake, tell me.
It used to be a zone in Sonic 2, and now it's just a whole island, which must be really bad for the environment. There's also just something I realized you were saying that wouldn't Infinite just be a lot more fun as a villain if he was a wimpy child? Like, forget the edging, like, if he was just legit a wimpy child who just, like, created projections out of fucking fear and shit to fight with. Or is that too, like, creepy Japanese child territory?
That is very anime.
Yeah.
Like, fucking the villain is a little child who's, like, imagining this stuff up because he's afraid. Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel like Sonic would do that.
No, you're right. I love how wearing this helmet just fucks up the text box is just a giant helmet.
I thought that was a random soldier, but it's fucking Gun the Fox the Wolf. The Fox.
They don't even know it's Gun under that.
What is with the big... Oh. It's Eggman.
That's one of the QTEs you can die in. Really underwhelming.
I was like, wait, you died? When did that happen? It's like you failed a QT and there's like no animation. It just said, oh, well, you're dead. Imagine if Telltale did that. Like, there's like no animation for the death. It's just like the QT is like, oh, you failed. And then it's just like...
Try again.
Try again.
Really underwhelming. Look, I don't ask much from QTEs, but if you're gonna put in a fail state, put in a fail state.
So, oh look, it's Metal Sonic.
Yeah, and a boss fight against Metal Sonic. It's a very, very easy boss fight. It's probably like the most interesting and dynamic one in the game. I like Sonic run back. I like, you know, when running is used in Sonic's boss fights. I feel that's a really good design choice that's kind of came up ever since like DS games and such. Well, since Sonic Advance, really. But these are really shit.
There's like no build up to these like villains because they're like, I guess like Infinite just has them in his pocket somewhere. It's like, I guess here's Metal Sonic.
Also, it's kind of pointless defeating them, isn't it? When you think about the fact these are virtual reality projections and he could just have another one in an instant.
I mean, they still harm you, though. Like, isn't that like the thing that they're like projections, but they still...
Yeah, they're projections, but they can still harm you. But what I'm saying is it's pointless because we could defeat it, but like there could be another one in 2 seconds.
Yeah, why doesn't he do that?
He's fucking stupid. And because the writer doesn't have a grasp on, like, the consequences of the power that he's given his main antagonist.
It's like the most overpowered ability, and the only thing he can do is like, let's pick Metal Sonic, and ooh, what's this game here? Sonic Boom?
It's interesting that the least memorable villain they picked was from the most recent fucking game that wasn't the Boom title.
Why wasn't there a Boom villain? Where is Lyric?
There's no Boom villain in this. There's a Lost World villain.
Wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it fucking be amazing if fucking Sonic Boom Sonic
I was just thinking it should have been Boom Shadow instead of Shadow. And no one realized.
What's Boom What the fuck is Boom Shadow?
Yeah, there's a Shadow the Hedgehog in Boom, and he's an antagonist in the game, and he's really dumb. I say that as if that makes him distinguishable
Why is he
from
antagonist?
the Shadow in the regular series.
Very peculiar, Snake. Why are we only halfway through the commentary?
Very peculiar. If you want to know the answer, I don't know.
Well, that's very interesting, Snake. I don't know either.
Like, you know, this game's only 2 hours long.
Wait. So not even Infinite isn't the one controlling this power. It's literally just powered by the fucking giant snake. Remember do you remember Generical?
I remember Generical.
I never finished Generical. Do you like it? I think it ended on a cliffhanger where the Death Egg.
Really disappointing, by the way.
Where the Death Egg. I wanted to continue it. Like my plan was like on the fucking remade Hellfire CommentaryComms to make it like a choose your own adventure thing, but like no one fucking cared, which is like a shame because Chaos fucking Generic the comic is the best work of Sonic art to ever exist.
Now, you might be thinking that's a tall order, but it is.
Find my DeviantArt. It's there, guys. Read it, and pretty much fucking weep.
Read Generical and demand Noonem finish it.
The last update was in 2013. 2013, Snake.
So happy.
Wow, he's really happy.
I'm gonna be a distraction.
Snake,
Gonna be a distraction.
review Generic the comic. Review it. Like tell me your fondest memories. We gotta sell that shit because it is by far. Mwah. It is by far. Mwah.
It is by far. Mwah. This is actually one of the better levels in this game. It's actually a somewhat
Snake, who gives a fuck about Sonic Forces when we have Generic the comic? Just get this shit off the screen and just put Generic the comic shit like just in front of it. It's got everything that the kids like. It's got Naruto, it's got Kingdom Hearts, and it's got Sonic. What more than you could? What? And I kill off Sora in the first chapter. I kill him off. I cut off his fucking head.
That's big spoilers there, Noonem.
Amy also. I killed him like one page I kill Amy, and like 10 pages later I kill fucking Sora. Read it. It's on my DeviantArt. It's a fucking Sprite comic. I made the backgrounds in MS Paint.
Would you say the story is more or less cohesive than Sonic Forces?
Less cohesive. It's only more cohesive because like each time like a chapter ended and the new chapter started, there's like a description of what happened so far, and like that's the only way you can tell what even fucking happened in that chapter. There's like 2 different Sasuke's. Fucking there's I introduced time travel into it, and it's like so pointless. The time travel is literally fucking. So Eggman blows up the Earth, and then Naruto is somehow stuck in space, and he goes into the fucking Death Egg, which blew up the fucking Earth, and he's like, I'll put a fucking Rasengan into the goddamn thing, and it'll go back in time, and they're back in time, and there's like 2 Eggmen, and then one of the Eggmen dies because Naruto kills him, and it's like pointless. A whole chapter is fucking dedicated to destroying the Earth, and the next chapter it's fucking back, and it's like fucking pointless. The only thing that comes from that is that I kill Cream. I kill Cream the rabbit.
Wow, that's harsh. Did that Sonic character have it coming? The answer is yes.
No. And then out of Cream the Rabbit, Ansem comes. Ansem from Kingdom Hearts. Seeker of Darkness.
Wow, you're saying a lot that I could put in the tags for this video to just bump up that metadata. The SEO is soaring.
How's the rookie doing with the distraction? Oh, so far so good. We might have to.
Yeah, we took over 20% of the Earth in his distraction. I don't know how we did it.
Got to get to the computers at the chemical plant.
God,
Shut down the Death Egg's weapons.
I can't believe we're still talking over Sonic Forces.
Yeah, this is the longest part, I believe. I think after this, it's smooth sailing. I say as I check, and there's one part that's 25 minutes. The next part is 9 minutes. The next part's a breather.
Oh god.
There's something weird about this, isn't it? This game is like somehow entirely nothing, yet utterly draining at the same time. It's like a blur of images.
Somehow I'm able to retain the plot.
Well, you know, we're gonna blow up the Death Egg, not to go back in time, but to unpower, that's not the right verb, the Phantom Ruby.
Yeah, but we're actually right now blowing up the Death Egg?
We're shutting down a system so that Classic Sonic, who for some reason is the one designated to blow up the Death Egg, can.
Oh, okay. But that's like the weird thing. There's like, you know, like, there's no epic fucking, like, shot of the Death Egg, you know? Just, like, we going towards it. Like, the whole fucking, like, Sonic 2 starts off like that, doesn't it? Where you just look at the Death Egg.
Sonic fucking 3 and K.
Oh, fuck it, who gives a shit?
It's just Sonic. You know, that opens with a nice shot of the fucking Death Egg falling to Earth and crashing down and shit, and it's cool.
Yeah, but in Sonic Forces, like, just, like, in the fucking map area, it's just in the background, like, Eggman's stupid mustache on it, and I'm like, what the fuck's happening?
I mean, it's quite honest of them not to treat it with any sense of gravitas, isn't it? Considering it seems to be as easy as hailing a cab to get there.
Well, you know, Sonic's in space every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna make S? Snake.
Am I gonna do it?
Oh!
Yeah.
That's hype.
That was one of the trickier stages to S rank. In that it took me about, you know, 6 attempts. This game isn't very hard.
Ooh, you got that tuxedo.
I do. I don't know if I ever wear it. No occasion in this game really calls for a tuxedo.
There's so many outfits. Why can't you dress up Sonic? You should be able to dress up Sonic.
Do you know what I'm really upset about?
What?
The last fucking level, you were talking about Generical. You were so in depth with Generical. You did not notice that fucking that Gun the Wolf was wearing diving shoes. That one just slipped you by.
I mean, that's what you deserve, Snake, really, if we're honest.
Wow. Anyway, this is the... Not that it matters much and not that we're really going to go into it, but coming up is the best classic Sonic stage.
Ooh,
it's the least shit.
Ooh, is that where we blow up the Death Egg?
It's where we blow up the Death Egg. There's a dog in my room. Hello, Marlo.
Why did, like, LucasArts not sue Sega for ripping off the Death Star? Or is it like, does it count as a parody?
That's always been something that's confusing me. Why? Why is there a giant Star Wars reference right in the middle of this? When really nothing much about Star Wars comes up anywhere else in this series. And it's just been around so long, you just kind of accept it.
This is like for like, just the iconography of it. Like, there's also like, with Super Sonic, there's like fucking Dragon Ball Z
Super Saiyan,
shit.
fucking Chaos Emeralds, Dragon Balls, yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think they should. I feel like Sonic, like, they kind of just like did those two things and they never did anything else. I wonder if like they got a cease and desist and like, no more guys.
No more references.
No more references.
They should have like just referenced something new every game. They should have just started stealing from different films and anime or manga every fucking game.
Like what else? Like Matrix. something from the fucking Sonic Bullet Time or fucking Sonic.
Oh yeah, there
the
you
entire
go.
Sonic team takes place in a fucking computer.
Fucking steal some shit from Ash to No Joe. Sonic just starts getting beaten up in a boxing ring.
What else is popular? Fucking Lord of the Rings. I mean, Sonic is the Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god, you're right. They were already stealing it.
So many rings.
It's been there all along. I mean, these aren't the one ring. They're like hundreds of them.
How
You get an
many
extra
like
life.
hours of like the fucking dialogue is there for these these what are they called?
These pop-ins?
Yeah, these pop-ins. These unskippable ads.
In the options menu, they're called like radio calls, and you can switch them off. And I think there must be at least 15 minutes of them. I realize that's an underwhelming answer, but when you consider how short every level is, it kind of comes into perspective.
There's a lot of them, and like I can't imagine like paying attention to what they're fucking talking about.
They're very distracting in a game that's about platforming and trying to get a good time. Like, they come on, and it's not even like I have to zone them out if I wanted to. They're just not there, in my head. That blew up the death egg.
It's gotta be pretty embarrassing. How many death eggs has fucking Eggman had now and they've blown up?
How much metal has been wasted?
Where does Eggman get the money to build all this shit? Is it like all the like goodwill he like got when he was Obi Kintobor still? Or is that like not even canon anymore?
I got a comment on my review asking where does Eggman get the money for all this? And someone responded and it got picked up by my spam filter right away, and I haven't released it from the spam filter yet. I've never decided if I want to.
Release it!
There's a theory here that explains it, and it links to a video by some Sonic theorist guy saying where Eggman gets his money from. And I remember literally nothing from the video other than it being really crap.
That's how it blows up? It's like fucking... My farts are more explosive than that.
Hey, it's in space.
Eggman wasn't even on it. Anyway, that's a Sonic theory. Wait, no, I did it wrong.
Eggman was just...
I did it wrong, Snake.
Hanging out.
Eggman's just fucking hanging out in goddamn Green Hills Zone. Anyway, that's a theory. A Sonic theory!
Good. Accurate.
Oh my god. My ass hurts.
I'm sorry to hear that. It is hard to sit down for half an hour at a time, particularly with this in front of you.
There's so little room in my head, Snake. I mean, after Pose the hyena, there's only so much I can do. Wow, we're real.
This commentary session has been hard on you. We liberated it and blew it the fuck up.
We can still go on it? Didn't it blow up? Why is it still there?
Replaying stages. Bye.